ATM, Airtight movement, Jab, Jabari Taylor. Uh, I'm the leader of Airtight movement, basically a 501c3 nonprofit organization that assists with those who are uh, in the grasp of mass incarceration, those who are mentally ill, struggling with mental illness, uh, those who have been the victim and who struggle with police brutality, those who are deprived of benefits. That's us. We truly, genuinely care. We do this for free. We provide counseling. We talk to people who are going through psychological warfare. It's a lot of wars that exist out here that people do not acknowledge. Uh, and another thing we don't acknowledge is these propaganda campaigns out here who keep us in a archaic mentality, keep us in a stone age regarding the images of war. They don't talk about the things that are controlling our minds, the powerful plans, the pandemics out here that are used to control not only our minds but a certain population that control a certain dynamic when it comes to the workforce. Monopoly capitalism is affected by all of this. But the thing I want to focus on today is crabs in a barrel. Crabs in a bucket, crab mentality, crab theory, whatever you want to call it. It's basically boiling down to one pulling another down so they won't climb a little higher, so they won't reach another level, which happens too often in our community. I'm sure all of you can recollect to an incident that you've experienced a crab attempting or pulling you down. Some may learn a little longer. My goal here is to reach those who may not see the signs, who I wouldn't consider a specialist like myself, who've been around so many different types of crabs that wear different masks. You hear me? Very well. 5-star actors and actresses that walk these streets every day. They can look you in your eye and really shed tears. That can, man, convince you of anything if you ain't watching the signs. Handwriting on the wall. It's our job to read it. These crabs in the barrel can be demonic forces, those who are just not assisting, those who they see have the gift to help others, have the gift to be something great. Some may stand out of the way and some may do acts of sabotage to destruct anything in the way or in the path of success regarding that gift. These may be people who you're familiar with, people who you're close to. A lot of times it is someone in your circle. Envy is a strong demonic force that has to be included in your journey. There are propaganda campaigns out here today that are used to control the minds of blacks. Now, y'all can look at it and say, oh, he's on his black power. Nah, this is not a black power oriented video. Y'all getting to know me. You're getting to understand that Jabari Taylor's a humanitarian. I love everybody. I'm a realist first. I just spit what was factual, putting the facts on the table. Facts are, we've been systematically taught to be crabs. I take it back because it needs to be understood. It was trained like this. These propaganda campaigns that teach us that we are subpar, that we only consumers, has a psychological effect on us. And these crabs, I mean, you gotta get away from them. Far too often we sticking with people because we're the same color. He from my hood. I've known him for years. When it really don't mean shit. At the end of the day, you may find somebody from a whole nother breed, a whole nother race, a whole nother culture that may be your ace, your man, through thick and thin. Far too many times we are confused by our families, our quote-unquote families. Be careful when you use that term. Let me repeat, be careful when you use that term. You may have your biologicals that you deal with, but your family is who God appoints you, that you're not born into by blood. That's who you're going to find in your journey, who has your back, who has your best interest, who should be allowed to be in your circle. Because a lot of times we get burnt by our families, close friends, whatever. Cats killed every day by somebody they know. It's simple. These are simple rules and principles that should be applied. Crabs in the barrel is real. You're going to come across people who are smiling in your face, telling they're really on your team. They're really doing as much as they can to disrupt what you have to offer, what you have to bring. Just be aware of it. Not saying you got to totally cut them off. Not saying you're not going to deal with them. Not saying that. It's just saying be aware. Just know who they are. Like I said earlier, I want to reach out to ex-cons, ex-felons, those who just came home and, could use some direction. I've been there, and I can definitely assist you in that regard. How to fit into society. It's definitely a process. It's a lot of infrastructural setups that you should be involved in that would help you have a smooth transition into society, and we can definitely point you in the right direction with that. You can contact me at JAB ATM 1118 at gmail.com. Again, that's JAB ATM, like the machine, 1118 at gmail.com. More videos coming soon. Check me out. Jab ATM. Be easy.